Okay, we're going to be drawing a little pumpkin on a canvas. So I've got an 8x10. Any size canvas would work. I've got it vertical, which is this direction. I'm going to be using a light pink or pale pink for my background. I have black to add polka dots and eyes and a mouth. And then I do have raw umber and white. I'm going to lighten up to make a light brown for the stem. Green stem works fine if you have green. I also have my paper towel, my foam brush. I took two different size brushes today. I just need a medium and a small, chalk, and then my water. So I'm going to start off with the background. The foam brush is great for the background because once I get it on, I can throw this out. I don't have to worry about washing it, so I don't have to worry about three different size brushes. So don't forget, canvases have edges, so you want to make sure that you paint all the edges and protect your surface if you need to. So let's quickly get this started and make sure that you are spreading it out so there's no clumps on our canvas. And again, your background can be whatever color you are looking for. Okay, so this layer has to dry. Blow dryer can work great, or let it air dry. Don't throw this away yet. We're actually going to use the bottom of it to create our polka dots. And you know what? I realized I forgot the most important color, orange. I don't have orange for my pumpkin. So again, don't throw out the foam brush yet. We're going to be using that. Just make sure all of your paint is spread out so there's no clumps. Just set this on the paper towel and let this dry before we move on. Once this layer has completely dried, you'll be able to tell by rubbing your hand over the top of it, and if the front is dry, you won't have any paint. Picking up your chalk, this is the next step, is drawing our pumpkin. Now, the pumpkin is the only thing in the middle, so you can pick if you want your canvas horizontal or vertical. A picture is popping up of the shape we are drawing since you cannot see the chalk I am using. So it is a circular shape, again, fat or skinny, and then you're drawing a stem at the top, which is just 3 lines. We're not drawing the face yet. That will come. Put down the chalk. We're going to grab our small red brush is what I'm using. I have 2 shades of orange, a brighter orange and a darker orange. I'm going to mix them together on my palette to create the perfect shade of orange I am looking for. Now we're going to take the little red brush and we're going to trace the chalk lines that you can see on your canvas. First, trace the line of the chalk, and then you're going to fill it in with the same red brush. Now, the orange is only for the pumpkin, so I'm going to gently bounce my brush off the bottom of my cup to get all the orange paint off my brush. And remember to dab off all the water onto the paper towel. A wet paintbrush is not going to be helpful. Once it is completely clean and dry, I'm going to move over to my white and my brown. I'm going to mix a little brown with some white to create a lighter shade of brown. This lighter shade is for your stem. So again, take the time to find your perfect shade of brown, and then you're going to trace the stem, which is at the top of your pumpkin, and then again using the same little red brush, you're going to fill in the stem with that paint. Now that we are done with that brush, gently bounce it on the bottom of your cup, getting all the paint off, and then you can go ahead and lay it down on your paper towel. We're going to go back to the foam brush, and we're going to use the bottom end of the foam brush to create the polka dots around our pumpkin. So you're going to carefully dip the bottom of the brush into the black paint, and you're going to push down on the canvas to create the polka dot. You kind of have to move the bottom of the brush on the canvas a little bit, wiggle it around to get the full amount of paint off the brush. If you notice, some of my circles are not completely filled in. I'm having to go back over them with that brush. You are creating the amount of polka dots that you feel would make your piece of art a masterpiece. After we've completed the polka dots, your foam brush will now go into the trash can. We are done with that piece. And then you're going to have to blow dry this layer before we move on to adding the face on our cute little pumpkin. Now that this layer has dried, we're going to be adding our little jack-o'-lantern face to our pumpkin. You have two options. You could use a small red brush and black paint to draw the face, or a Sharpie. Again, the paint has to be completely dry for your Sharpie to work. I'm choosing to use my little red brush, get a little black paint on my little red brush, and then again, you can choose any jack-o'-lantern face you would like to draw. I'm going to be doing two small triangles for the eyes and one for the nose, and then a cute little jack-o'-lantern smile. Again, a dry canvas with a permanent marker would work just as well. Don't forget to clean your brush off as you finish with the black paint. And then the very last step is every artist must sign their artwork. I'm going to again use the permanent marker for this part since I have to draw something in the bottom corner. Pick which corner you would like to write your name or initials on your canvas. Once you've done that, you may want to blow dry it one more time before you finish, just to make sure the face is dry. But please make sure that you are throwing away your plates. The foam brush is going in the trash. Your chalk is going to be put away along with your brushes to soak. Make sure the water cup is dumped into the sink. Get that cleaned up. And then your paper towel is also going on the trash before you are done completely with your cute little pumpkin. Remember to share your artwork with Miss Lawson. I love to see your own paint along creations.